Boom, get ready for a whirlwind of sports news. The Knicks are on a winning streak, but are they playing with fire? We're diving deep into their shaky wins. Plus, a Nets player is calling out the home crowd. And what's really going on behind the scenes with these teams? You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The Knicks are winning, but at what cost? 5 straight wins for the New York Knicks, but the victories are far from pretty, raising alarm bells about bad habits creeping in just as the playoffs loom. Their latest nail-biter, a 1-point escape against the struggling Brooklyn Nets, highlighted a concerning trend: slow starts. The Knicks trailed by 8 after the first quarter against a Nets team with only 17 wins, a stark contrast to the Nets' own low-scoring performance in their previous game. This pattern of falling behind early, especially against lesser opponents, is a dangerous game to play when the stakes are highest. Mitchell Robinson himself voiced his displeasure, stating, "We can't just look at their record and just say, 'All right, we're gonna whip their ass.' We've just gotta be better altogether, and until we figure that part out, it's gonna be a long road." While the wins are crucial for playoff seeding, the lack of consistent focus for the full 48 minutes could be their undoing against top-tier competition. The team's ceiling is astronomical when they play with intensity, but complacency is currently their biggest opponent. This habit of starting slow absolutely needs to be broken before the postseason. Can the Knicks shake off these bad habits before it's too late? Next, we're hearing from a Nets player who feels like every game is an away game, even at home. Winning streaks can hide a lot of problems. Despite a 46-25 record and a 5-game winning streak, the New York Knicks' recent performances have been far from convincing. Their narrow 1-point victory over the short-handed Brooklyn Nets, a team battling at the bottom of the standings, perfectly encapsulated this issue. Even with Karl-Anthony Towns putting up an efficient 26 points and 15 rebounds, the Knicks nearly squandered a lead against a Nets team missing key players and trailing by 6 at halftime. With 22 turnovers and a dismal 27.6% three-point shooting, the 93-92 final score was a wake-up call. Coach Tom Thibodeau acknowledged the need to start games better, stating, "We have to figure out individually, collectively, how we can start games better. I'm not talking about the outcome, win or loss, I'm talking about the start of the game." Yet, the problem persists. This pattern extends beyond slow starts, with issues like turnovers and key players underperforming. Mikal Bridges, acquired for 5 first-round picks, has struggled, averaging just 7.3 points on poor shooting over his last 8 games. His lack of aggression, with minimal free throw attempts, is a significant concern. Jalen Brunson, while clutch, hasn't been as efficient when volume increases, taking 19 shots for 17 points against the Nets, a stark contrast to Luka Doncic's scoring prowess on similar usage. The Knicks are winning, but each victory exposes a new vulnerability that playoff opponents will surely exploit. Is Mikal Bridges' slump a sign of deeper issues for the Knicks? Up next, a Nets player reveals a surprising frustration with his own home crowd. It's like every game's an away game. Brooklyn Nets player Josh Minott didn't hold back his frustration following the team's heartbreaking 1-point loss to the New York Knicks at Barclays Center. Minott expressed that the home arena often feels like a hostile territory for the Nets, with opposing fans dominating the crowd. "Ever since we've been here, it's like every game's an away game," Minott stated, emphasizing his desire to win this particular matchup to prove their home court advantage. He described the scene as a sea of blue, sea of orange, every game we play, a sea of the other team. Minott acknowledged the difficulty for the dedicated Brooklyn fans who are often outnumbered, but stressed that the team possesses talent and potential. He believes the franchise has pieces to build around, and that this rivalry game meant a lot to showcase that. While the Nets fan base has shown up during star-driven eras, Minott's comments highlight a persistent challenge in establishing a true home court identity in Brooklyn, especially against the more established Knicks. Can the Nets ever truly turn Barclays Center into a home court advantage? Don't go anywhere. We've got more Knicks drama and a surprising admission from a Nets player about facing New York. Until we figure that part out, it's going to be a long roller coaster. The New York Knicks narrowly escaped a physical challenge from the Brooklyn Nets, extending their winning streak to 14 games against their crosstown rivals. Despite the victory, coach Tom Thibodeau admitted the Nets outcoached and outplayed them in many aspects, highlighting a lack of focus and poor ball security with 22 turnovers. Thibodeau lamented the team's lackadaisical approach to the basketball and their inability to handle the Nets' physicality, a stark contrast to their usual comfort with pressure. He also noted an unusual number of 24-second shot clock violations, indicating a breakdown in offensive execution. On a personal note, Thibodeau shared he almost didn't play due to personal matters, but was adamant about supporting his father's recovery. He stressed that no NBA game should be taken lightly, especially against a young, talented Nets team with a great coaching staff, and that their approach must be more respectful and intense. Meanwhile, Nets player Josh Minott expressed his intense desire to win, describing the feeling of playing in front of a sea of the other team at Barclays Center and wanting to stick it to everybody. Minott also commented on Karl Anthony Towns' perceived aversion to physicality, suggesting it was a key factor in the Nets' strategy. The overarching theme for the Knicks remains the need to break bad habits, particularly slow starts and mental lapses, to prepare for the playoffs. Will the Knicks' slow starts cost them in the playoffs? Stick around as we recap all the biggest stories and reveal which one is heating up YouTube. And that's a wrap. The Knicks are winning, but their slow starts and shaky performances are raising eyebrows. Josh Minott of the Nets is calling out the crowd at Barclays Center, feeling like it's always an away game. We've got a lot more drama coming your way, so make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all socials.